Hey everyone. Let's see. So yeah, my mic is good this week. Everything seems to finally be working somewhat. So thank you guys, my early birds, Cancerian and Xena. Thank you guys for showing up. Nice, bright and early. Early meaning 7 p.m. my time. So I have some lemongrass incense that I'm gonna burn, and then I want to get us started with a quick community read, and then we will get into the reading. So I will be using my Spellcaster Oracle deck, and let me just move some stuff out of the way. Hey Sasha, how are you doing? I hope you guys had a good week, by the way. Mine was long, but I have a long weekend, so I can't complain. All right, let's do a quick community read, something that we can all reflect on from the week behind us using the Spellcaster Oracle deck. So while I shuffle, think about your week behind us. What is it that you can focus on? What is it that you can reflect on? And let's switch over here. Ooh, psychic abilities. So I don't know how many of you guys in the chat actually do any form of divination or anything like that. But if you don't, what you can think about are the moments that you were tapping into your intuition throughout the week. What are some times that you maybe were relying on some gut instinct and it really helped you out? Or maybe even a time that you probably should have after reflecting on it. So yeah, that is our card for the week. And it's just so pretty. It's such a really pretty card. All right. So let's get started with some readings. And Cancerian, I know you and Xena were first up. So if you guys could both put your questions back in the chat, I will get you guys. We have the Game of Thrones Tarot today. So I will be, let me show you the box here. It's a big guy, but I will be doing readings from that. Ooh. I made it a little too smoky in here. Nice shuffle. Okay. All right. I'll get you Cancerian, and then I got you Xena. So Cancerian, you want to know what Jaden's current thoughts are towards you? Let's see. What are Jaden's thoughts towards Cancerian? Ooh, you got this star. That's actually a really nice card. It's more of a kind of crush card, I feel like, where this isn't someone who like loves you, but they are really drawn to you and they think about you a lot. And like, think of the star as like a few things. You can think of it as like a shining beacon, something that draws people in. So maybe he's really drawn into you. Or you can think of a star as like a shooting star. You wish upon it. So maybe he's wishing things will warm up between you guys. So yeah, this is a really, really good card. Oh, we're off to a good start. So I know you were hoping that it's romantic. I wouldn't say that it's romantic yet, but it's wishful, which is, I feel like, even better, because then you guys are kind of in the same position, right? You guys are both kind of having the same feelings together, and you're both wishful about each other, and things can grow from there. And then, so Sasha, you will be up after Xena. All right, Xena, you want to know, does Steven plan on winning you back in the future? Okay, let's see what Steven is feeling. Yeah, no problem. Sorry, I meant to pick your name out earlier, so I had to to get the bot to catch up. You're so welcome, though. Oh my gosh, I made it so smoky in here. So good luck, Cancerian. That's really great news. Okay, Zena, does Steven plan on winning you back? Let's get another shuffle in here. Does Steven plan on winning you back? Eight of Cups in reverse. So I think that I'm gonna look this up because, as you guys know, I'm still like double checking my reversals, but the Eight of Cups is usually about just letting go and moving on, but the Eight of Cups in reverse also has this air of poor judgment. So in your case, it could be a sign that he probably should reach out to you, but is just not making the right calls, or he's not reading how things are going between you properly. So he's making the opposite decisions as maybe the vibes you're trying to put out. So basically, I kind of think that this person, maybe he feels like he deserves to be alone and is gonna have a lot of trouble reaching out to you. So if you want him to reach out, you might have to put stronger vibes out, or just maybe you do the reaching out and see how things go, because he's not in the right I wouldn't say the right state of mind. He's just not making the right decisions for the situation. All right, up next, Sarah. Go ahead and put your question in the chat. But yeah, sorry about that, Zena. You might have to be the one to make the move there. Sasha, I'm sorry if I called you Sarah. I feel like I might have said Sarah. I met a lot of like Sarah friends recently, and apparently I'm just saying Sarah a lot. You're so welcome. You'll have to let me know how it goes with you guys. So, Sasha, if you are in the queue, go ahead, or in the chat, go ahead and put your question out. I'm really digging the vibe of this Game of Thrones tarot right now. It's just, it's kind of giving you straight answers without the rough and tough answers that my wild unknown deck gives. So it's a lot less mean. So while we wait for Sasha, let's go up with the Nymph Kid. Let's see. Nymph Kid, you ask, is the oh God, I can't talk today. Is the job position that is presented to you a good idea to take? So you already have this job, Nymph Kid, or hold on. Okay, so you just got hired into that position and you want to know if it was a good idea to take it. Correct me if I'm wrong, because that's what I'm going for. Let's see if that was the right position for you. Nymph Key. Oh my God, there is no D in your name. Oh, I kind of like Nymph Kid now. Thank you for the subscribe, even though I butchered your name. Okay. So you already got hired and you just want to know whether you should continue with that position. Okay, let's see if that is the right position for you. One more. There we go. Come on. I think that what's Apollo? He's become obsessed with my plant that I have. I've had it there forever. But I think that you don't think it's the right position for you, even though it probably is, because maybe it's a lot more responsibility, and maybe you'll be working a lot more projects or something like that. But I think this kind of gives me the vibe of imposter syndrome. And if you don't know what that is, it's like you have a job that you're fully and easily qualified for, but you don't feel like you are. You feel like you kind of like somehow slipped through the cracks and made it to your position, and you don't really deserve it. But I think that you do. So I think you're like internalizing that energy. It's part-time and every day on the weekends. And I think so. I mean, if you feel like, or maybe it could be that you're moving up too quickly, something like that. But the 10 of Wands is about action and a lot of that. But usually upwards, it's you have a lot of responsibilities that's weighing you down. But reversed, it's internalized. So they're not actual burdens that are on you. That's just how you're perceiving the situation. So I think the way that I interpret this is that you probably have the right job. You just kind of have to get your mind caught up to the fact that you have the right job. Yeah. You're probably just like not mentally prepared for it. And you just kind of have to basically, I always say, flip that energy around. Right. I mean, you don't flip this energy around. You don't want the upward energy of this, but in general, you kind of have to get outside of your own head, you know. Sasha, it's okay. Believe me, I understand about internet woes. So go ahead, hon, and put your question in the chat. But Nifki, yeah, I think you are doing good, hon. You know, just keep on chugging, and eventually you'll start to kind of get into the not thick of things. You'll get into the rhythm of things. Hey, Lovity, nice to see your username. Welcome back. You're so welcome, and I wish you luck. New positions can be a little nerve-wracking. I totally get it. All right, so Sasha, you want to know what are feelings for you? Lovely and Sasha have the same exact question. That's kind of funny. Okay, so Sasha asks, what are ours feelings and thoughts towards her? Ours feelings and thoughts. Let's see. Four of Swords. So I don't think this person necessarily thinks much right now. They're in a period where they really need some just R&R, right? Just kind of rest and recuperation from whatever they have been in. It could be just a situation that they're getting out of and they're trying to basically rebalance themselves, or they had a lot of burdens recently that they let go of. But they are in a state of, I don't want to say healing, but they're in a state of taking care of themselves. So I don't think they're thinking anything one way or another, good or bad, about you. And this person needs to go through this process, you know, and go through this process and once they finally get into a better mental state, then they might be able to think one way or another towards you. So if this is your friend, I suggest maybe helping them through this situation. Just be there as a friend, no strings attached. If this isn't someone who's a friend, maybe a crush, you know, just let them get through the situation, let them process, get into a better mental state, and then see how things are going to go from there. And Nim, thank you so much. Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed your readings. So, Sasha, yeah, hopefully that helps, son. All right, next we have up Lovity. Let me scroll up. I know you put your question in the chat. All right, so it was the same question, so I didn't really have to scroll up. All right, so you ask also, what are R's feelings towards you? You're so welcome, Sasha. Good luck. I hope you, if R's your friend, I hope everything's going well. R's feelings towards Lovity. Seven of Spears. I'm gonna look that up because Seven of Spears kind of gives me a combative feel, but I just want to check some stuff sometimes. But the thing about spears in this deck are wands, and wands are fiery energy and all of that. So I think this person might be, you know, it's so interesting because sometimes, sorry, I'm reading the chat, but, so this is interesting because the Seven of Wands is about challenges. So I think this person is either feeling challenged by you or he is feeling like a challenge to win you over. I'm not quite sure. This is really like neutral energy to me. I'm not sure which way it goes. Like, so if you guys are friends, maybe he feels like it's a challenge to switch that energy over into something else. Or if you guys are friends, then maybe there's been some sort of turbulence in the friend group. There could be a lot of things that are going on with this Seven of Spears. So you'll have to let me know what sort of like barriers are going on between you two. Oh no. I'm sorry. I kind of had a really bad troll last week. Nifki, I remember Happily Ever After. Have you joined my stream with this account before? I swear I remember this. And Lovity, you're so welcome. I wish you luck. The energy doesn't seem like horrible. It's just I'm not quite sure. It seems very neutral. Yeah, let me let me get you untimed out. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, Stream Elements timed you out for 300 seconds. That's so odd. Like a weird amount. Yeah, let me get you untimed out, hun. Oh, okay. Someone has a similar account, and I think it's just obviously we know that I am not good with names because I butchered your other name. So, yeah. Let's see. Good old Streambot. Gotta love it. Let's see. It's funny. I don't think it gives me that option to un time you out, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Let me find your account. I apparently went a little overboard with my spam filters. I had a really bad like incident last week, so I think I like overcompensated and the pendulum swung hard in the wrong direction. So it's funny because I can see your messages, but I can't restore them. So I'll have to figure that out. But if you don't mind hanging out until your 300 seconds is up, I would love that. Okay. I know. How dare Stream Elements boot my new buddy? But so if you missed it earlier, by the way, you guys, the community read, I like to start my streams off with a community read, and this is the from the Spellcaster's Oracle, and basically the card was psychic abilities, and I know not everybody has psychic abilities. I don't claim to have psychic abilities, but what we do all have is intuition. We can tap into that. And so when we're thinking about things from the week, think about times where you've tapped into your intuition, and how it's helped you get through a situation, or think back to a situation that maybe you should have listened to your intuition a little more, and take that energy and reflect on that as well. So just because the card is so pretty, I just wanted to show it off for those of you that weren't in the beginning of the stream. And also to remind everybody, the readings are being done with my Game of Thrones tarot. It's the only pop culture deck that I own, but I really love it. It's really pretty, and if you're into Game of Thrones, then you probably have seen some familiar faces. Oh, okay. Are you eating anything fun, Nymphkey? I had pizza earlier. I treated myself because I had a bad day. Good. So when you followed your intuition, did you notice that things changed, like the situations changed for the better? Because I always find that sometimes I can be very cerebral, like I overthink things, and then like I think myself into problems sometimes. These cards do not like to fan out. I was going to just fan them out a little bit while we wait for some more readings. Today is definitely a good day for stew. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow, so like those sort of cool, semi-cool fall nights, and like impending rain where it smells so good. Oh, that's good though. Still, like, those moments where you tap into your intuition and things at least work out for you, or you feel more like you handled the situation way better than you would have it had you not listened to it. Those are always the best situations, like for real. That I feel like I should do like a stream where we just talk about witchy stuff and talk about moments that we listen to our intuition or anything like that, and how they turned out for the better. But now I want stew. So if you're hanging out, since I don't have any other people in the queue, do you have any other questions? I can pull some more cards for you. Oh gosh, it must have been so freeing to be able to finally like find your voice and just be able to let go of all of those burdens and all of that stuff you were holding in. I'm very much an outspoken person when it comes to people doing like things that I don't like. So I have the opposite problem where sometimes I probably should just keep it to myself. But, you know, we all have our faults. And I guess what I'll do too is show off some of my I'll set this here. So I got some. Hi Angel, welcome. I'm going to use my yes or no coin for that, Angel, and then I'll do a follow-up with the card just because we can do a yes or no and then find out why. So, Angel, you want to know, did Jose the Sagittarius spy on you today on Twitter? So, I got a no. What makes you think this person was spying on you? Ooh. Pulled the wrong deck. Okay, so while I wait for your clarification, Angel, let's do Happily Ever After, aka Nivki. What does the spirit want you to work on right now? Ooh, Page of Swords. So the swords are all about mental energy and your thoughts and all of that. Excuse me, I lit way too many. Too much incense. But I think in this case, this is more of think of the things that you are getting yourself into, whether good or bad, just the things that you're signing yourself up for, and just make sure that you are not overtaxing yourself, just because the Page of Swords is about like news and it could be about contracts and stuff like that, so be careful about overloading your plate. But at the same time, you know, take on things and challenge yourself. Just don't overdo it. So if you are currently working on something, then I think what the spirit is saying in this card is to keep doing that. Just don't burn yourself out. And if you aren't working on things right now, then, you know, maybe try to take on just a little bit more and just be careful of burning yourself out. Oh yeah, we're in the same day, Angel, so that's good. But I gotta know. I can find out. I'll ask why you feel like this person was spying on you. Yeah. No, I totally get it. I'm tracking the same day as you, so it's fine. But let's see what's going on with you and Jose. So I'm going to just pull a card and see what kind of energy you guys have between each other. Let's see what's going on. Nifki, I'm glad that was relatable. I'm glad that resonates. It's funny because I just pulled the Page of Swords for Nifki's reading, and now we're going one up with the Knight of Swords. Alrighty, enjoy your stew. Thanks for hanging out. I'll try to make sure you don't get booted by Stream Elements next week. Have a good evening and have a good weekend. So the Knight of Swords in reverse is I see why you're worried about Jose. This person likes to create a lot of drama or is always in the middle of drama and always tries to perhaps act like he's not really the one that is at the center of the drama. So I feel like maybe he wasn't necessarily spying on you, but Angel, and I don't think he was necessarily spying on you, but he might have been talking about you and like plotting a little bit about stuff and putting little thought seeds in people's heads about you. So that's what I'm concerned about, is more of his meddling in how other people are perceiving you. So I don't necessarily think it was direct spying, at least not today anyway. I can see what his let's see. Trying to think of how to ask the question. I'll ask how he interacts with your Twitter. I think that might be a good way to put it. How does Jose interact with Angel's Twitter? Okay, this card is interesting because it always looks reversed to me when it's not. The Hanged Man in reverse. I'm gonna just look up that because I am still learning my reversals. So I think this person definitely does spend a lot of time watching your social media, and basically I feel like if you haven't, you should block this person, just because I think they end up wasting a lot of their time trying to meddle in your affairs or trying to insert themselves, because the Hanged Man is all about having unrealistic objections and sort of wasting one's time. And then the Knight of Swords is someone who is very drama driven. So this person is wasting a lot of their time trying to meddle in your just in your life in general. Because, even though Twitter is social media, that's still part of our lives. So this person's trying to intermingle his little fingers into your life through Twitter in this case. Hey Kanchan, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel. So the queue is open, but you can go ahead and put your question in the chat because Angel, for sure. I don't think it's always your Twitter though. I don't think it's always your Twitter. I think sometimes it's your friends, if this person knows you personally, and it could be other, if this is just an online friend, then it could be that he's interacting through Twitter to them to try to, spread whatever about you. So I would say, yes, he is watching your Twitter or has eyes on your Twitter. But it's not just that. There's a lot going on, it seems. I'm doing good. I hope you had a good week, Han-chan. Mine was okay. I been having some washer issues, so it hasn't been fun. In fact, I'm going tonight to go to the laundromat and sit and do that instead of be here with you guys. So if you have a question for me, I can pull a card for you. You're welcome, Angel. Good luck with that. Let's see. Is Prashant Yadav? Hopefully I said that right. Okay, is Prashant Yadav missing Han-chan, or is he just simply living his life? Got the devil in reverse. I definitely let me look that up for you. Yay, I did say it right. Great. I don't like messing up people's names. I already did that once today, so I'm trying to be better. All right, so let me see. The devil in reverse. Actually, it sounds ominous because it's the devil card, but actually in reverse, this is actually positive. This is really a card of hope, and I think maybe this person is realizing how much he had in you. And if you guys were together, or if you're friends or something and you distance yourself for some reason, this person is realizing how much of an asset you are in their lives, and how much this person actually, I don't want to say misses you, but appreciates is a good word. So this person is starting to realize that they probably should have appreciated you more. And yeah. So I think he does see some remorse in how things happened, and is being more hopeful that maybe things will change for the better. You stop. Yeah, maybe that's what sometimes, you need to separate a little in order to let you sometimes have to miss people in order to realize what an asset they are in your life, because you can sometimes take that for granted. So I think this person does miss you. I don't know that they're in, just from one card, it's hard to tell, but I don't know if they're in a position yet to want to reach out yet, but they're starting to kind of turn things around within themselves and see things differently, which is actually really good. Hi, Chrissy. Yeah, totally. I am just finishing up with Kan-chan's reading. So Kan-chan, yeah, I hope that helps. Thank you for joining. Kan-chan, can you clarify the question while you do that? I'm going to get Chrissy's question next. Okay. Chrissy, go ahead, put your question in the chat. My cat is being so needy right now. So, yeah, Chrissy, go ahead, put your question in the chat, and Kan-chan, if you could clarify what you want to know about your birthday. Okay, let's see. Chrissy wants to know, is love ever coming towards you in 2022? You got the Two of Coins in reverse. Let me look that up. The coins are actually, it seems financial, but coins can actually be about family units too. So in reverse, I think that you will be a little out of balance in this regard. So I kind of see this as like, no, it's not really gonna happen. You might have some relationships that come in and out, but they won't be balanced enough to be long lasting, which is really kind of what I assume you're wanting to know, is whether you're gonna have something more permanent and long lasting. And while coins is actually, it can actually be a good card to have for relationships, because coins can be more of a long-term thing. This two reverse just suggests that you just won't be meshing well enough for things to last long enough. And I know that's not really the best of news, but it could also just mean that you need more time, and maybe 2022 isn't enough time for that to happen. And the Q is light, so if you want some follow-ups on that, Chrissy, just feel free to go ahead. And Kanchan, you want to know why you feel bad even though your birthday is coming up. Let's see. What is affecting Kanchan's mood? Ooh. So, Kanchan, did you have a lot of things change recently? Death is a card, I don't think you should take it literally. It's not really necessarily about death. It's about just a lot of changes and transformations that are happening. And sometimes when too many things happen at once, it can just be a little exhausting. It could be stressful, anxiety inducing. So I think that, whatever situations have been changing or transforming around you has just really thrown off your energy a bit, and might be causing you a lot of stress. So you'll have to let me know what is going on with this energy here. All right. So let's see here. So I think I will do, the queue is really only open for about 2 more minutes. So I think I will switch out this deck for my Moonology deck, and we can do a weekly reflection, or not a weekly reflection, a community read for what to take into the weekend for us. So just as a reminder, this was our reflection, our community reflection for what we can reflect on from the week behind us. And again, this was all about your intuition and being able to tap into it. So let's see what we have for what we can take into the weekend with us. And I'm just going to get this deck warmed up. It's funny, I bought both of these decks. I bought this because it was on sale. I bought this because it's been on my wish list for over a year, and it too was finally on sale. And I have ended up loving this deck way more than this one. So it's just such a happy find. So let's do our community read. I'm going to go ahead and close this queue. All right. All right, so the queue is officially closed. Oh my gosh, can you hear my cats? They're fighting over this one box. They have they have two cat trees or two cat beds literally right next to the box that they are fighting over. All right, so let's find the energy that we can take into the weekend with us. What energy can the community take into the weekend? Ooh, okay. So we got, I'm going to move that out of the way. We have the end of a rough cycle approaches. Oh, that is actually really good news. As I mentioned in my last stream, I've been having some washer issues. So, yeah, knowing that that cycle is going to come to an end is something that I can definitely keep in mind. I'm going to actually look up this card to see what other details I should let you guys know. And I love that this gives a layout of different things, like how to, additional meanings for the card and stuff like that. So attuning to the moon says release control and trust the universe. As a type A Taurus, that's really hard to do, but I will try. But on top of that, there's also a reminder that you have to put in the work. So if you want to get through a tough cycle, you do have to put some work in. So this card actually also considers how ambitious you are, whether you're prepared to put in work for certain things, which is really meaningful to me because I've been thinking about doing some live sales, and I know that that's going to be a lot of work. So I will take this card into the weekend and reflect on how I can better manage my time in order to do that. So, the stream was supposed to go till 8, but I think I will go ahead and end it early just so your girl can make it to the laundromat. So, with that being said, you guys have a great weekend, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.